Hey guys, today we're going to be giving our review of X-Men 97, episode 3 and 4. To me, my nerds.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Till the End of the Line podcast. I am your boy Wanji here with
Geeka T.
That's right. We're back from our little break. Geeka was scouting out the facility. Did you find a room? Is it looking good?
So it's a little overbooked. So I originally went to the Avenger facility, and they're like, "Oh, we totally forgot about you coming, but you can go with Doctor Strange, right?" So we went. We opened up the portal. We traveled to some different places. And ended up in Galaxy's Edge. So I ended up helping.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. I ran some Star Troopers. They were shooting at me. Obviously, I just walked straight because they missed.
Yeah.
I ran into Kylo Ren. Saw some cool stuff. Got to see the Millennium Falcon. Flew that around.
Nice.
That was pretty freaking cool.
Jealous.
My son, as great as a job as he did, being my co-pilot, I need a different co-pilot. Because oh my god,
I'm ready. I'm waiting.
For those of you that have been to Disney World, oh my god, that Millennium Falcon Spice Run ride is freaking cool.
That's cool.
It's a room like this, basically as big as this room, and there's 6 people in there. So there's 2 pilots, 2 shooters, and then 2 that are like, I forgot what they call them, but basically they're the ones flipping all the switches in the back, making sure like if the power's going out, they're getting it all back on.
Oh, nice.
They're like, I guess, assistants to everything, but they have like a full panel board on both sides, just full of lights. And as they go on, if they're blinking, you gotta click it to make it not blink. And
that's
like,
part of it.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
The whole ride is interactive, and then like you go in, you sit down, and then you can feel the ship raise. Obviously, it's all
that's
a
cool.
Huge Millennium Falcon, like the window.
Yeah.
So that's what but it's like a 3D situation happening.
Oh, that's cool,
dude. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
And then the 2 shooters. So it was me and Isaiah. We were the pilots, and I had left to right, and he had up and down. And
were you just like low riding?
It was tough. It was tough. And then Sophia and Isabel were the shooters, and they killed it. They were fucking
nice.
They were fucking going at it. And
that'd be sick if you could get in the chair and have the.
I know that would be cool.
I would have walked to Disney if I had to. Yeah.
Dude, that was cool. And
that's cool.
The Sandy and Mia were the ones hitting all the buttons. And then after that, we infiltrated. We got caught because if I was there to help, obviously I had to be a rebel, not an Imperial or part of the First Order.
Yes.
And so Sven. Not Sven. That's the wrong person.
That is Frozen.
Frozen.
You went to an animated series? Oh my god!
No. Finn had to go undercover, break me out of a rebel ship, which was the.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome like that. But that's another ride called the. What the hell is it called? Rise of the Resistance. Okay. So it took us like 30 minutes to go through the entire ride. So you go through this first side, and then you get abducted by the First Order. They bring you onto their ship, and you walk in this room, and there's like hundreds of clone troopers. Or
I think somebody told me this, and they're actual clone, like stormtroopers.
Some of them are real, some of them are just pure statues. But dude, it's so cool.
Yeah,
super realistic. It looks like you're in
that's cool.
A Star Destroyer. And then you go through there, and then they're gonna put you in prison, and they have like Imperial guards walking through and like generals, and they're like they talk down to you and shit. Like, dude, they're so cool.
That's cool.
So they really fit the part. And then I was like, you think you can do something about the 2 oldest girls right here? Because they're kind of pain in the asses. Can you whip them in the shape? Yeah. And they started picking on them. Dude, it was real cool.
Sacrifice them for the cause, for the Empire.
Yeah, seriously. Right. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm jealous.
Dude,
so let's talk about something else. Because next time I'm just call Doctor Strange and be like, can you just portal me over there? Because I want to go. All right, cool.
No, it'll happen, bro. We're all going to go.
Yeah, for sure.
We take our fam together.
That will happen.
A fun-ass spot. We can dress up.
Yeah. For sure.
Jedis.
Speaking of dressing up, we are going to C2E2.
Hey, yes, we are.
Any of you guys watching that are in the Chicagoland area or plan on being, it's going to be at McCormick Place this April 20
something.
26, 20. I was going to try to say the dates. 26, 27, 28, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The first day is producer's birthday, so that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, nice, on Friday.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right.
So we will be dressing up, and we want to do a little thing with you guys. So if you guys were to meet us out there, I will be a Jedi Knight. Kika's to be determined.
Yes.
You will be. What's her name? Yeah, Darth Talon, which is like the girl Darth Maul. She's got like the tentacle.
Not
things.
really.
Oh, no, I meant like in as far as her look, her aesthetic.
Color
like it's
scheme.
red.
But
She's red.
But she has like the things like.
Yeah, she's got that like the Hela thing, not Hera.
Yeah.
Hera.
Hera, yeah,
Hela's
yeah, exactly.
Hera's tentacle things.
Because she's not like
a Sith or anything.
Yeah, or the sisters. What are those sisters called? Sister Dathomir. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, she's not.
So we will be those characters. We'll probably post it up on Instagram how we look and stuff like that. So if you guys were to meet us out there, we'll have some prizes. So what you have to do is you have to show that you follow us on Instagram, follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. And when you show us that, we'll have a prize for you guys.
Correct.
Yeah, so in-person prize. So come out and see us. We'll be happy to talk to you guys.
And the surprise is he's gonna strip.
I will. Layer at a time. All comes off, and it's a Jedi Knight costume, so there's layers.
There's lots of layers.
Right?
It might take a while, guys.
So yeah,
bring a chair.
Yeah. I'll do a little magic mic or magic Obi-Wan for you guys. All right. So yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we see you guys there. Let's get into some nerd news.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have a lot to talk about because we took that little break while you were scouting the facility. So one of the things that I seen was Ironheart. I know this has kind of been forgotten maybe a little bit by a lot of fans. We have a debate on this going. So Ironheart and is it Wonder Man?
Yeah, Wonder Man.
Yes. Those are still in production. I know that the Ironheart is in the editing process, the editing stage, post-production. So they're still happening, and they're in that process.
Yeah.
You don't think Ironheart's dropping?
I think because they said it was just too horrible to release.
I remember hearing that about Echo.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah, well, Echo was better.
Okay.
Hence why they released it, but they just dumped it.
Okay.
So if they do, we'll see what happens.
Because this was a series, correct? It wasn't a movie.
Correct.
Well, one of our followers, Chaz, he actually worked on the film, on the Project Ironheart.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was telling me about it, what he could. Excuse me. So yeah. So that's why I still have a little bit more faith because we've got like our inside man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Chaz. So he was telling me like, oh yeah, we were in Atlanta shooting, blah, blah, blah. So I still have faith that it's coming out. That's one of the projects I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Just because I think the actors did a great job playing.
Yeah.
What's the character's name?
Riri Williams.
Yes. Thank you, Riri. So I think she did a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing that character more in the limelight because she is part of the Young Avengers. And that's another thing I think that it's still coming out because the Young Avengers is set up.
That's true.
So you know what I mean? So I'm not losing too much faith in it.
So you think she'll be the Tony of it?
I believe
instead of Shuri?
I would have to imagine so because Shuri's now stepped into the Black Panther role.
But again, I mean, Black Panther was part of the Avengers at one point too, so...
We'll see. Well, I mean, it's kind of tough to speculate a little bit more for us now just because this whole revamping of Marvel. We kind of saw the projection that they were going, and then they're like, let's change it up because we're not doing so well. So we'll see. Some Spider-Man 4 news. They will reportedly begin filming this fall, targeting a September-October start, with Fast and Furious Justin Lin being eyed as the director. I like this guy. I like him as a director.
Yeah, Justin did great.
I think he does solid films. I like his direction that he usually goes in and the way he shows the film. Yeah. We know he can do action. So there's a little bit of speculation on what the script is for Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that it might be a struggle with Peter and his identity as Spider-Man and as Peter because he lost everyone.
Yeah.
As Peter, so now he's just gonna dive hard into Spider-Man identity.
Yeah.
And whether people like him or not as Spider-Man, he's just going to still just deal with it.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good story plot to have because, I mean, he's not going to worry so much about someone coming after Aunt May or somebody. Well, obviously she passed now, but you know what I mean. Like he doesn't have to worry about people coming after his loved ones. Mm-hmm. So maybe he doesn't pull his punches. Maybe that's where the Venom plot kind of comes in, because he comes maybe like kind of like the Bully Maguire that we saw in.
I don't know. I don't see it necessarily him not holding his punches, but he'll be more focused on taking down the bad guy as opposed to like, oh, let me get my people to safety and then figure this out how to do it. He can just dive in. It probably take him a lot less time to take down the bad guy now.
Yeah,
because he's just 100% of his time will just be to taking down the threat and stuff like that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he'll be, just because I feel like he was starting to get there to not holding his punches, and then Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man pulled him back from that.
No, it was Toby.
Well, I'm referring to the speech he gave him.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
and
right,
then because that kind of pulled him back, and yeah, he lost it after or at the end. Well, no, that was all after Aunt May, but he lost it towards the end when he actually saw Goblin. Kind of like just forgot everything this guy said. He's just like, I'm ending this dude. And then that's when you said Toby stepped in and stopped him. And then we got some Venom news. So Venom. This was really interesting to see. The third Venom, which is, I hope they don't go with this title, is The Last Dance.
Yeah, me neither. It's so dumb.
Oh, man. Sony will place the future of Sony's multiverse on Venom's shoulders. And the idea is set to have Venom connect to the main MCU continuity, bringing other characters in.
Yeah.
That I like. The title needs to go away.
Yeah, agreed.
That's just dumb.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe I've heard this over in passing. Like, once all this blows up, Venom's supposed to end up in the MCU, right?
I think that's what they're setting it up with bringing Venom as a character in the films anyway. Like with Venom 1, I always saw the end game or the end goal was to have Venom in the MCU.
Yeah.
Of course, Sony wants to set up
their
Venom first and have it out there
and make money. Obviously,
yeah.
Ultimately, it's all about money.
Yeah, because then I was hearing that Venom 3 is when he's gonna come into contact with Spider-Man and then get the spider emblem. Yeah, the emblem on him. So
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I
mean, they shat the bed worse, in my opinion, than. Well, with the exception of the Spider-Man movies, they're the only ones that are good. But I have not enjoyed anything else from Sony. I feel like they're Sony, worse than DC.
They're missing hard every time. I agree on that one big time. We also have some Iron Fist news.
Yeah, he's going to appear in a lot coming up.
Yeah, well, it's Finn Jones, who is that's the character, the actor's name, correct? Finn Jones. Yeah, because Danny Rand is who he plays.
Yeah.
So Finn Jones is the actor who plays Danny Rand in the Netflix Iron Fist.
Correct.
And he teased his return by posting a picture of a comic book, like in his bag. Mm-hmm. And so the comic book was Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Which Power Man is a.k.a. Luke Cage. And Iron Fist together on the cover. So he put that in his story. So it's kind of teasing that he's kind of be coming back as.
Just forget it.
All right, coming back as Iron Fist. So that's interesting. I know a lot of people didn't like this guy.
I didn't care for him either.
By season, he did 2 seasons, right, of Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
By the
first
second
one,
season, I was more on board with him as I don't know, it was maybe the direction that they told Danny Rand is maybe why people didn't like the guy.
Yeah.
But by the second season, I was on board with him as Iron Fist.
I think the second season was better than the first. Agreed.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. And I have a feeling like what was her name, May, or the girl that was teaching him a lot that wound up getting the powers too. I think I think she had a lot to do with that second season being better.
Yeah, because she was great in the second.
Yeah, her character was awesome in it. We have there's a rumor going around, and we like this rumor a lot, that the actor that voices the Watcher in What If, yes, that he is rumored to be playing the live action version of the Watcher
in Fantastic Four.
in Fantastic Four, which I know you touched on this, right? You speculated that
because since we're on the Fantastic Four news, let's stay with that. So yeah, I'm down with what the hell's his name?
Seeing the Watcher as a live Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright, yes. Yeah, playing a live action Watcher. Now we know Watchers exist. We've seen Stan Lee talking to him in his cameo.
Yeah,
in Guardians. And now they released on 4/4 Day, April 4th, which was they call it Fantastic Four Day or whatever. They released this cool image of the Four in fire, and then Johnny Storm coming through.
Yeah, and it's the actor's name, or the actor playing him as Johnny Storm. Let me get his name here. Joseph Quinn.
Yeah.
Is Joseph Quinn lit up like Human Torch?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they have a skyline in the background, and it looks very futuristic.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of confused a little bit because I thought the first speculation was that it was going to be in the 60s.
Correct. So it's an alternate timeline.
So
this Fantastic Four isn't going to be our continuity, our timeline. So I think the Fantastic Four that we will have, after like whatever Avengers 5s end up being called, King Dynasty or fucking whatever. Yeah. After end all with Secret Wars, they all end up in Battleworld. I feel like our universe is going to just be destroyed. Same thing with the X-Men universe and all the other universes.
So you think the MCU is going to be switching universes?
No, I think they're going to come out after Battleworld and after Secret Wars and all that happens. They're going to take fragments of different universes to create one, I guess, new Sacred Timeline.
What I meant by that was you don't think we're going to be following 616 anymore?
It might be 616 adjacent, or I don't know what they're going to call it. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Follow-up question to that, because I like that theory. Do you think this Fantastic Four film is going to be set in whatever universe we saw at the end of the Marvels, where X-Men are?
I don't know.
That's an easy transition right there, though.
So, I really, and I'm going to stick to it, and I said this before, I feel like that universe is X-Men 97 animated.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You don't think that the Fantastic Four could be in that universe?
I don't
that
think
we're
so.
Gonna see?
I don't think so. No, because there's comics. What is it called? What is Baxter's thing? I think it's called like the Future Foundation. Something. Well, there's a version of where like their timeline, they're gone, and then they survive, and I don't know, their past is a little bit different, but their 60s is more futuristic.
Okay.
So it's like not
Jetson style.
Yeah, you see like the little globe, like weird, and you can see like it's New York City for sure, but they're like this weird globe, like circle, like Jetson.
It's kind of like Atom's design, kind of like, or like when I say atom, I mean like the molecule atom, where it's like is that kind of aesthetic?
Oh yeah, I never thought about it like that.
Kind of aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Fantastic Four, did you see what the comics are doing to Reed Richards?
No.
I saw this, and it's kind of crazy. So they've kind of expanded on Reed Richards' powers a little bit.
Okay.
And they have him being able to make multiple arms from his arm now.
Really?
So he was at like a giant station that had a bunch of like knobs and buttons and all that stuff, and he's like this, and he's stretched out, and then just like from his one arm is like octopus arm, like a bunch of arms now.
And each arm has its own hand?
Each arm has a hand. Correct.
Huh.
A little bit like horror-ish, a little like
That's
a little
weird.
Yeah, a little. They're going a little darker now. So I don't know if it's darker, but
yeah, I don't know if it's darker either. But that's interesting.
Yeah. So now his and that's just, I think they did that to illustrate that his powers are evolving along with him. That's
cool. I've not seen that, but that's pretty cool.
But
I mean, because I've seen him like extend like his fingertips, you know.
No, and it kind of looks a little bit like how when Scarlet blew up Reed in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
How his limbs went all stringy. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of looks like that, but just imagine those being arms.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw that. I thought that you would like that little tidbit. We have some Star Wars news.
Yeah, lots of it.
Yeah.
So two new series coming out this year.
Yeah, but before that, the big news, James Earl Jones, who famously voiced Darth Vader, has retired from the character.
Yep.
And he has signed off his rights so that past recordings and audios can be used along with AI, I believe.
AI generated.
To now voice Darth. I don't see them using Darth too much now.
Well, he's gonna be in Tales of the Empire.
Correct, but I don't see them. Like, I understand why he retired from the character, because it's not like from the 70s or after they made the original trilogy, how they continue to use Darth so many years later for 30 odd years.
Yeah,
I don't see them doing that here on out, because we've already gotten past the Skywalker saga, so I don't see them. Anything that they're going to be using is going to be flashback style, or not flashback, but like pre Skywalker era. So I don't see, and there's not that many stories that we're telling that will require Darth as a central character, in my opinion.
If anything, we'll see more Anakin Ghost in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Because like they even brought back Hayden, because they're diving more onto the Anakin side of that character, as opposed to Darth. I feel like you told as much about Darth as you can.
Yeah.
Especially with the animated series of Rebels, Clone Wars, stuff like that. And then, as you said, we have 2 new shows, animated series.
And a movie.
Oh, sorry. Not animated series. One is an animated series. Tales of the Empire is coming out. Do you have the date on that?
Yes. It's No, Acolyte comes out on the
May 4th.
On May 4th, yeah.
Tales of the Empire is May 4th.
Oh, it is it? Okay.
Yes. And then, so that's going to be similar to Tales of the Jedi with Ahsoka and but this is the Empire side, which is exciting. Correct. And I'm pumped for that one. And then the Acolyte, which I am really looking forward to this, because that looks crazy good.
They almost scrapped this. It almost didn't happen.
Really?
It got pushed back a lot, and then they happened, and then they were like, oh yeah, it's in post-production. Then we didn't hear shit about it for like a while.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, boom, they're like, all right, we're ready to drop it. I'm like, say less.
Yeah. And then the trailer was like, here's what we're coming with.
So I was talking to you about this a little bit earlier. So the time period is 50 to like 100 years before
the
Phantom
prequel,
Menace.
The prequel trilogies, yes.
So, I mean, Annie is not born.
Mm-hmm.
Sidious could be the apprentice.
Yoda's probably looking like Grogu at this point.
No.
Oh, they age crazy different, don't they? Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, they age because Grogu is
he's in a fraternity right now, partying it up.
Yoda?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. He's on the council already.
You still think it's that like he's that far in age?
Yeah, because they live like centuries.
That's a fair point. Yeah, so I guess 50 years is just like 5 years to us, maybe like ish, or 5 weeks.
5 years, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because he's 50. Grogu's 50 years old.
And he still looks like a baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's the same age as Vader.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're still very similar in age.
At what point?
When we see Grogu. In theory, if they grew together, Grogu and Vader were the same age.
Oh, Grogu and Vader. I'm sorry. I thought it said Yoda and Vader were the same. No. Okay. No. That threw me. Okay. All right. And then the movie.
Yeah, Acolyte.
No. That's the show. The movie. The
before we go into the movie, okay.
A little bit more on Acolyte. Go ahead.
Palpatine, who we find out his first name is Sheev, which we did not know this earlier.
Sheev Greg Palpatine.
It's not Greg. Who the fuck is Greg?
I'm here for Greg.
You mean Sheev?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have Greg here. Is there a Greg Palpatine here? Can you imagine that? That'd be hilarious. Somebody do a skit.
Oh my god. What's that skit where he's like Jake Quellen or whatever?
Oh, the substitute? Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the worst way to say Palpatine?
I would probably like no. Palpatine?
Palpatine. Yeah, Palpatine.
Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine. Keegan Marquis, I hope you see this. Let me know how I did. I hope this makes it to you. because that is my favorite sketch.
Yeah. The first thing would be him, Sheev.
Sheev Palpatine.
Oh shit!
I love it. All right, so
that could be a cool segment. Just say fucking names horribly, and you have to guess what name I'm trying to say.
He kind of did it for Super Mario Brothers because he played Toad.
Oh yeah.
So one of the interviewers like, hey, can you say all the characters in Super Mario just as a substitute?
Yeah.
And he ripped on that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what else on the Acolyte do you have?
So this is the first time we'll probably be able to see a live action Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Okay.
So he was the one that almost.
You're speculating that that's the big bad in this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because they've talked about him a lot, and he was even though he's Darth Plagueis the Wise and he was murdered by his apprentice. That's just kind of how the Sith work. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, at some point your apprentice is going to turn on you and want to be the.
Yeah, none have ever been like, here's the mantle.
yeah, exactly. But so he almost figured out how to cheat death, and he had lived a ridiculous amount of time. Because he had learned how to use the Force to extend his life force.
This is the speech that Palpatine is giving Anakin, right? And at the
theater
in the council meeting, or what is that? The Senate, the
big
ass move. Was it the theater? I thought it was at the council where those stages that
no, because he was the Senate, so he would be in the center.
Oh, you might be right. It probably was theater. Okay. I'm confusing scenes then. Or mixing scenes together.
Yeah, I think it was like a theater or some show of some sort.
Yeah.
But gotcha. That's the story that he's telling.
Mm-hmm. You think we'll be able to see that story play out?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That'd be a dope scene to see, yeah.
We would have to see a young Sidious then.
Yeah.
So you think they'll recast him and use his voice or
probably, or anti-aging tech, something like that. Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Okay. I would like to see Sidious in his youth. As being because he was always he's a skilled lightsaber duelist.
Well, we saw more of him on the wisdom side and the conniving side, so it would be nice to see him in his prime, fucking shit up. Yeah,
similar to how we saw Vader, unfortunately kill all those kids. And then we saw Darth Maul he was a badass, and you saw Clone Wars now, so you've seen all the things that he's done.
I haven't gotten through all of it yet.
Rebels,
yes, you've seen Rebels. He was in there, and we saw a lot of.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Rebels.
Not so much Clone Wars, but more Rebels. Yeah, absolutely. He has robotic legs and all that stuff, and dude, dope. Takes over Mandalore. Dude is dope. So it'd be cool to see Sidious as the apprentice. And how much havoc he reaped,
Yeah, I didn't even realize from the Mandalorian, which we'll get into right now, but that's where the Darksaber came from. Was Maul had it?
Maul had it for a bit. Yeah,
yeah, dude, I didn't realize that. And then Sabine had it, and I'm just like,
and that's why she can't. That's why not Sabine. What's the other girl? Bo-Katan. That's why she couldn't keep it, and that's why she couldn't take it from Moff Gideon. You know how she lost it to Moff Gideon? Mm-hmm. He defeated whoever had it last, or no, he wasn't following that thing, right?
No, I think he killed whoever had it.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. That's why she was saying I can't just take it from her or steal it.
Oh, that's right.
She's I have to get it from him. But speaking of Mandalorian, we have season 4 as well as a movie for that show.
Oh, it's a movie. I know it's a movie, but I thought that was just going to be the movie.
No, so at first that's what we were hearing, that they're going to wrap up the series with the movie. Mm-hmm. But now they're getting a season 4 and they're getting a movie, and the movie is supposed to close out that story.
Okay.
And I think the movie is supposed to bridge. I may be wrong on this. It's supposed to bridge from that era into the new era of Star Wars with Rey. But I think I'm mixing that up because this era is between Force Awakens and...
Correct.
Sorry, that's what it is. It's supposed to bridge that end of... It's supposed to be kind of a bridge between original trilogy and Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and the sequel trilogies. Yes. It's supposed to bridge those two.
Correct.
So I think it's going to
end... the First Order hasn't rised yet.
Correct.
And we know that... Grand Admiral Thrawn is now loose, so he could be the reason why the First Order rised. You know what I mean?
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So that is what we got on Star Wars, and then since we're going to be getting into episode 3 and 4 of X-Men, last bit of X-Men news, 3rd season is greenlit.
Yeah, I'm with it. And they're working on it already.
They're working on it already. So that means X-Men 2, season 2 is already coming out, whenever that is. Sweetness.
Yeah, so that means season 2 is done.
Yeah.
If they're working on 3.
Yeah, if they're starting 3, or maybe season 2 is in post-production, and it's just the writers are working on it. You know, just separate department.
That's a fair point.
So let's... I think that's it for Nerd News, right?
Yeah. The only thing is, I'm liking all the news for Daredevil.
Yes,
we're seeing some.
Yeah,
we'll
dive a little bit more into that on the next Nerd News. But this dude, we got set pictures already. Of my fave, Punisher. Ooh.
Oh yeah. I like that we have the original Vanessa back, and
a lot of the original Netflix cast is coming back.
I'm with it.
Hell yeah, dude.
So it's more inclined for me to believe Danny Rand is going to come back. You know, and maybe with some Shang-Chi news, like him and Shang-Chi kind of working together. You know,
oh, that's a nice area to have a character.
Because Shang-Chi's supposed to come back in what if season 3, right? And he's supposed to come back. Shang-Chi 2, Armor Wars, whenever that comes, if it happens. Because he's confirmed in that, and then the next 2 Avenger movies. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he has a lot that he's coming out in. So I would imagine him being one of like. He'd be the Cap to this new Avenger lineup.
Oh, you think he'd play that role?
I think so. You get what I'm saying? Like he's the fighter. He has the heart. Okay. He's pretty smart.
I could see. Because Cap was basically like the leader of the Avengers. Not basically. He was the leader.
Him and Tony were.
They did it Tony together. Was the right hand, dude. He was a captain. Tony was the brains and the right hand to him. Because, like, prime example, Avengers 1, Tony comes down and he goes, call it, Cap.
Yeah.
Case closed. See you guys later. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
fair point.
I don't know if I could see.
So, who's leading this Avengers?
That's what I'm saying. If it's not him, it's not going to be Bucky. It's going to be Sam Wilson, I think. I feel like they're just going to keep it. They're just going to keep it, hey, Cap is the leader.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because we're in America, you know. So
okay.
All right, that's it for Nerd News. Get rid of these shites.
Absolutely.
All right.
I have just a Spitfire round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have yours?
Yes, I do. So new segment. If you guys haven't seen we just rolled it out last episode. Uh-huh. We're doing a Spitfire round. Me and Kika are gonna drop nasty bars on you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
That was funny. I didn't see that coming at all.
So we gotta come up with a category, and it's basically like we have a time frame to just yell out as many answers as we can. Last week you won, obviously.
I won.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
Sucker.
But yeah, I literally froze. Just named 2, and I was like.
So we're gonna do 30 seconds. That's what we did last time.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think 30 seconds because 60 seconds, then we have time to sit back, relax. Yeah. So now we need to be on our toes. Would you like to go first? Or would you like me to go? Winners choose.
You go first.
You want me to go?
So you give me mine.
Okay.
I have a timer set right here.
Alrighty.
And let me know.
One second. So after I tell you the category, you hit start.
Hit start? Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So superheroes with more than 2 superpowers. Go.
What the
2 or more.
Emma Frost, so she can turn gold, diamond, and then telekinesis.
Yes.
Wanda, she reality warping, and she can create connect glasses and all that.
I'll count that. All that's over 2.
Superpowers. Damn, that's harder than I thought. That's pretty cool.
That's a good one. Oh, holy.
Yeah. Cool.
Was that 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I got 2.
Yes.
Well, it's cool. Mine's really hard, so good luck with that.
So you got 2 on there. 2 on the board. All right. Mm-hmm. I know, right?
Who?
Toph. Metal bending.
That would count, right?
No, because we're in the superhero. Okay, they're not superheroes. Okay. They're benders. It's a different world.
Fair. Damn. So who else has multiple powers?
I would say Wolverine, healing, strength, can heighten smell, almost immortal. You got Cap, super speed, super strength.
No, but he's just peak human ability. He doesn't.
It still counts as abilities. He's super fast and super strong. Black Panther, same thing. Super speed, super strong. Not super. Well, yeah,
I don't know. They would fall under the enhanced super soldiers. Yeah, I wouldn't consider them super.
But those are still powers, dude. They're still categorized as powers.
I wouldn't count that. I would not count that.
I would have. Who else you got?
I was thinking really critical. Cause like, there's not.
You got Captain
many.
Marvel. She can do blast. She's strength. You got Thor. Can summon lightning, strength.
Lightning and strength. Okay, fair. So strength is a superpower, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because it is. If you could lift a fucking car, I count that as a superpower.
Okay. All right. Good luck with yours. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right.
Oh wait, get the timer ready.
So this one's tough.
Okay.
It is Marvel.
Marvel.
Just people in general. Anyone Marvel. Well, actually, any comic book. So DC, Marvel.
Okay.
That have dual personalities. Go.
Deadpool, Morph, dual personalities.
No, I mean like split. Like they can talk to themselves. Well, Deadpool counts.
Deadpool is schizophrenic, so
yeah. Morph doesn't. He just morphs into people.
But no, he has schizophrenia too.
Okay, fine. 2.
Morph. Harley Quinn.
Fair point.
Yes, I win. I'm
nice.
done. Yeah.
The first person that I had in my mind was Moon Knight.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Is that who you were thinking of?
No.
Who?
Dr. Oz and.
Dr. Oz.
Otto Octavius.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have counted because the arms. Fuck
and the Green Goblin.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Damn, that would have counted.
That's cool. All right, you got your first point. Look at that. So I'm at 3. You know, you're at 2.
Last week you went up 3-1. Yeah, I believe. I'll check the score, but I believe that's like 3-2.
Okay. All right. That was tough, though, right? We both gave each other some.
That was pretty good, like level of difficulty on both of our ends.
Seriously.
Nice. All right.
And you snuck in fucking Harley Quinn, dude.
I did. I saw her right there. I'm telling you, these Funkos pay for themselves.
I should have looked. I didn't. I was just looking, like thinking.
Yeah. See, that's where you messed up. I'm a visual person, sir. I need cues. All right. Let's dive into this X-Men episode 3 or 4.
Yeah, dude. All right.
Let's get her done.
Episode 3, which was
I have them here. Sorry.
It was Fire Made Flesh.
Yes.
So I had spoke on this, and I had said at the end of episode 2, when the other Jean showed up.
Yeah, you thought it was a sister, right?
No, Madeline Pryor. I knew it was Madeline Pryor.
You did? Okay.
And I told you, Sinister. Mr. Sinister had created a.
You said a clone.
Correct, a genetic clone of her because he wants, the baby, the genetic makeup to create a baby, from Jean Grey and from Cyclops. That they're theoretically I don't know how he figured out this research, but like their baby would have untold potentials of being like the perfect mutant, essentially.
Yeah.
So as we see in this one, that was the case. It was Madeline Pryor. We don't find out her name until Madeline Pryor until the end. But I told you she was Goblin Queen, which was who we got to see. Who I thought this whole episode was fucking dope.
It was a good episode. These first 3 are hitting. They're not disappointing. This is the X-Men that we wanted to see, for sure. I know you're fucking over the moon that just went in front of the sun recently. But about mutants being here.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
I can call back to episodes that we were watching or that we were talking about where you're like, I want mutants. We need mutants. I got to ask you, that being said, how are you? Are you content? Are you ecstatic? What are the vibes? What are the feelings?
So before we even go too far into them, I did not care for Moltendo.
Same.
I think they needed to emphasize more on the life death part because the Moltendo.
Oh, well, that's episode 4 though. Let's cover 3 before we dive too much into that, because I know we're gonna go on a rant. But
that's the only thing I have negative about it.
Okay, but as far as like the X-Men just being here and what we've gotten so far from X-Men.
I'm loving Magneto. I think he's doing great, stepping up. You can see the uncertainty of him, in episode 2, and just now he's leading them in number 3, and then he takes the charge, and he goes to where Morph takes him to stop Madeline Pryor to get the baby back, and he's putting his life on the line. So I think he's really accepting this role that Charles left him. So I like Magneto's character.
But as far as I think you're misinterpreting my question. So what I'm saying is call back Ike from a year ago when we're talking. Oh, you can't wait for this, can't wait for that. How is that part of you? Is it content? Is it happy? Is it a little bit like I need more from this, or are you happy with what we're getting? So
well, I mean, I know we're 11 episodes, something like that.
The series?
10 episodes.
Yeah.
So 10 episodes. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. So I just accepted that.
But are you happy with what we're getting?
The first 3 episodes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 4, it's okay.
I felt
it was a filler.
We'll get into a little bit but I share your feelings on this.
Yeah.
So go ahead. So we have episode 3, Fire Made Flesh. We find out who this is that just falls into Morph's arms at the end of episode 2.
Yeah.
And we figure out, like you said, it's the clone. We get a big bad for the first time this season, Mr. Sinister.
Yep.
And I kind of felt like they're starting now to tie in this X-Men 97 series with the MCU, with that part with that Beast talks about using gamma rays.
Yeah.
To figure that out. I was like, oh.
Well, it's not the first time he's mentioned it. He's mentioned gamma rays in X-Men, the animated series, the older one.
Oh, yeah, but I meant the MCU wasn't around back then. So that's what I mean. So
it wasn't as relevant now. But yeah, I mean, that's very much so how the mutation happened due to gamma rays and all the other radiation in the world. So that's where the mutant X gene generated from.
Yeah,
from evolution and from pollution, unfortunately. So
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. That's part of the reason why I think this X-Men 97 watching and this Beast. It's really the same Beast we saw at the end of Marvels.
I see no difference.
Yeah.
Oh, then in the Marvels, correct. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't see no difference from before, the old and now. To X-Men animated series and X-Men 97.
That's what I gotta say I'm loving about the series so far is the characters don't feel like different characters.
No, they don't.
I don't recall Gambit always speaking in the third person. Or his eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are like that.
I know they are. I'm just saying that was never something I remembered about him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I did.
I don't know why.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, so I was thinking, I was like, he was always looking like that. Interesting. My kid brain never saved that as part of him.
I think because I had figures too.
Oh, okay.
So I played with them.
Yeah, so, but yeah, his demeanor and everything is still on par with the old X-Men's. Rogue is still hitting as the same Rogue.
Yeah. Using her same jargon, like sugar. And
like her, but still her sensuality and the way she carries herself and stuff like that. I don't remember Storm being so dramatic in her speech.
Oh, like a prophet.
It's just everything she says is like poetry night at fucking your local bar. It's just, she's like, the sand is, I can't feel it beat. I'm like, okay, you lost your powers. We get it. She's going into haikus every time she speaks about the wind. I cannot feel them lift each hair off of my. Like, all right, lady, relax.
You didn't like that? I'm with it.
It's so I like it, but I like it that I don't like it. You know what I mean?
So when I heard her say that, I did flashback to when Tony in Avengers was like, "Does Mother know that thou wears her drapes?"
yeah. I see. That's what I'm talking about. It's like it sounds like it's mocking in a way, but it's how she talks.
Yeah.
It's like I get it. But yeah, every time she speaks, I just can't get over that.
I'm dead.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm used to it. I don't have an issue with it.
Do you remember her sounding like that back then? I remember her having that tone in the way she spoke, but I don't remember her speaking in poetry terms.
It was more when she summoned her powers.
That's what I remember. Lightning, but she's just using that shit in daily speech now. But anyway.
No. But she was always very wise.
That I'm not arguing. Yeah, for sure.
You know, she was one of Professor Xavier's first students and really looked up to him a lot.
Intelligence-wise, she's up there with like Xavier and Beast, right? Is she not?
She's intelligent as far as like
why she's more wise than intelligent.
Yes, yes,
okay.
yes.
That's
she's not by far. She is not a scientist or any of that.
Yeah,
they are full blown. They have PhDs, multiple. Yeah. Like they're some of the smartest minds.
She's like street smart.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay,
I wouldn't call it street smarts, but she. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, there's as far as like categorizing the type of smart. Yeah. I
she
only
would be
categorize
like. Two. She has a lot of common sense.
Philosophy wise, she's like
she's
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, in this one we see, as you see, when we first see Mr. Sinister, he kind of takes over. Mr. Sinister is reminding me of the Raven in Teen Titans because of that diamond right here.
Oh, but he's always had that.
Correct. I'm just saying that's what I like relate to that.
So Raven reminds you of Mr. Sinister.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's her dad. No, I was kidding.
It's definitely
it's really
her
not,
dad is the devil.
Yeah,
literally.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, season 1. But we see Clone Jean transform into the Goblin Queen, looking sexy, dude. I was like,
yeah, it was pretty cool. I
was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
They took away all the sexualization, like the oversized boobs and butt.
That was so 90s,
I just kind of,
you know? I was like, that was so 90s. Yeah, like, sexualized. Baywatch was big, dude.
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that I wouldn't say they dimmed it down, but it's just not as focused. Yeah, it's not like focal. Because, like, they're still giving us a sexy. She's wearing a very sexy outfit.
Well, her official outfit is like a bra and a loincloth. So, like, when she did the whole leg lift thing, you would have saw her whole cooch.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you're talking about in the actual 90s?
No, in the comics.
Oh, in the comics. Okay.
Yeah, her original. It's like a loincloth.
Oh, dude, comics go crazy.
Yeah,
with,
dude,
like,
she was super like inappropriate, hardcore. I think it was like just barely covering nips or some shit like that. Like,
well, I mean,
she was a sneeze away from nipples.
There were no nipples. Like they just didn't draw nipples.
Well, true. So
yeah, okay, all right. So we saw that, and
she's strong as fuck, and so she's Jean Grey nonetheless.
Yeah,
and I like how they still don't really know. Like they concluded with like not knowing when they were switched.
Oh yeah,
you know, like
when she went into the clone's mind, right?
Yeah,
or no, when the clone went into the real one's
Jean's
mind.
Right.
Yeah, that was because she didn't see faces and stuff. Like they were all like it was a wild like look into the mind.
And we don't know like which one was the one that actually married Scott, you know?
Yeah, and we don't know how long. Yeah, like you said, we don't know when that switch was, so we don't know if he even met the original Jean.
No, he for sure did.
Oh, he did?
Because they were a team, and then season 2 is when they fought Mr. Sinister. And then that's when she was captured and they brought her back. In theory, that's when we think. But because all the memories
is this another fucking Rhodey situation where we don't know when it was the real her? Is it that style thing? Yeah.
Basically, we don't know. Yeah, and they keep the series the way it ends. They just don't know because they share two. And then at the end, when Scott and Jean are in the real Jean are in the freaking in their bedroom and it's wrecked. Like they're looking at each other like total strangers, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
that shit was sad, dude.
Severed, yeah,
it was really sad. I was like, I think that whole thing was really emotional for Scott to have that power of like his, you know, or like he was just so hurt that he couldn't abandon his son when he realized his son had to go to the future.
Dude, yeah, that was powerful stuff,
dude.
Like the first time we saw the first time that Storm was missed when she's like, Storm would have believed me, and then I was just like, oh. Shut everybody in that room up, like.
Damn, yeah, it was shitty, dude.
That sucks.
And I like that they kept. So Mr. Sinister essentially is like, he's old as fuck. He's been around for years, similar to how like, who did I say can? Oh, Darth Plagueis can like figure it out like life and to be able to like stay alive for a very long time. So Mr. Sinister is very similar to that. Right. But. Nothing really damages him except for Cyclops' optic beam is one of the things.
Made a fucking hole in his torso. Like, and then it just went back.
Because usually, like, he got hit with like lightning from Storm, and then he just regenerated quickly.
Like,
yeah, but it's for some reason the optic beam has been able to damage him. Okay. But he kind of just took it like a G this time. Because in season 2, he was like, he took it and he was like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
well, that's probably because it's the first time that would happen to him. So that shock of it. Can we talk a little bit about Rogue and Magneto being a little sus in this?
No, it's not sus, bro.
Dude,
we know what they're doing. No. They are clapping cheeks, bro.
Right? Just because, check it out. Because the simulator was booked for like an entire day.
Couple days. Yes.
Because he just kept going time frame. Like, all right, Magneto.
Yeah, and Morph knows what's up. He's like, yo, they're clapping cheeks. Everybody knows that Rogue is giving her cheeks clapped.
He's like, Gambit, update your dating profile. You know?
Seriously, bro. Gambit, I'm so sorry, but she is cheating on you hardcore, bro.
He sees it. He saw that coffee shit. He's like,
did you see the sneak peek for the next episode?
No, I didn't. No, not yet.
Oh, man. They hinted at it. So, like, they're in Genosha, right? That's what the sneak peek is for episode.
Oh, okay.
And, like, she's like, oh, my God, it looks exactly like he was right. And then, or something, I forgot, somewhere around the lines, and he's like, who was he? She's like, Professor Xavier, you know, because I spent a lot of time with him. But she was definitely talking about what Magneto was talking about.
No.
Magneto must have preached to her how beautiful Genosha is for mutants, you know?
Oh, right, yeah.
And she was she's like out with Gambit thinking about Magneto still.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Not nice.
Shitty as fuck, dude.
Not
like,
nice.
that is booty.
She's like, oh, I can touch somebody else? Run. Like,
that's shitty, dude.
I mean, dude, that's a lot of body to keep for one person, though. You know what I mean? That's Rogue. Yeah, I know. So I did want to talk about, because we have a little bit of different views on this one particular scene, the Morph and Wolverine shower scene.
Yeah.
So, and I watched it back, and I can kind of see it now. My initial thought was like, oh, he's just going in there to mess around with them because they're buddies.
Yeah.
You said there's a little bit of a romance.
Well, he's non-binary.
Correct.
So he is of the LGBT community.
Yeah.
I think
Can we pause on this? Because apparently there's dumbasses, and yeah, I'm calling y'all dumbasses for getting mad that Morph is non-binary.
He can literally be anything.
He has both genitalia, people, whenever he wants it.
Yeah.
He's like, I feel like having a dick today. I'm going to be a guy. I feel like having a vagina today. I'm going to be a girl.
And
how would you expect that person to be straight? Like, it doesn't work that way.
And a lot of the characters that he's turned into have been female. Psylocke, Magic, the Shiva chick.
Yeah, I feel like he uses them a lot for comedy too. Like he'll change as a person for a punchline. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, we did see Colossus, but it was out of necessity for the strength. Yeah. But outside of that, it's been a lot of female mutants that he turned into.
Yeah. I have a question about Morph, and it's kind of an unnecessary question, but like. So I get him being able to change into a person, and I'll buy that he can get their powers. But how does he get their weapons?
Well,
does he form them from his flesh? Like, I don't understand that.
But he can use their powers too.
That's what I could buy that part. I get that. Like somehow he can copy their genes. Yeah, because
Magic generates her soul sword. From her,
correct. So that's what I'm saying. So like, how the hell does he get the sword?
Because he can manipulate her powers too, or duplicate her powers too.
I understand that, but the sword is tangible, and it's something not her. It's a weapon. So
no, like, but she summons the energy. It's like an energy sword.
Correct. But she puts that energy on the sword. Correct.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. How does he get the actual weapon? Does he make it from him? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Similar to how he does the Colossus armor.
But see, that I can buy because that's just Colossus turning his skin into metal or hard. Hardening.
Yeah, I mean, if he can manipulate and create clothing, I'm sure he can do.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like Skrull.
Because clothing is matter, nonetheless. So he'd be able to create a sword handle.
All right, we'll go with that.
We'll
go with that. All right, cool. I just had that weird question.
The armor that Shiva was wearing, the girl with the multiple arms.
Which that's another one. He just used her for the punchline of hands. Yeah. Hands, everybody.
Yeah.
All 8 hands. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Oh, 6. Yeah, sorry. So you were saying that scene.
So I got a hint at it because I feel like he was jealous that he was missing or still thinking about Jean and pissed off at Xavier that they were in the bar scene where they're looking for the star dude. What's his name?
Something with an R. Roberto.
Yeah. Starfire, right? So is it Starfire?
I still don't know his name. Soul or something. I think. I don't know. But anyway,
Something.
go ahead.
I hit that guy. So they're looking for him, and what's it? That episode 2, right?
That one, yes.
Yeah. So they're looking for him, and they're in the bar scene, and then he turns into Jean Grey pregnant.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So he's playing on his emotions because he knows that like Logan's hurt, obviously, because he's madly in love with her.
Why wouldn't he just turn into Jean to be with Logan? That's kind of cheating, no? And I don't think Wolverine would like it.
I don't think he'd like it either.
Yeah, he'd be like, stop.
Yeah, because similar to how when he stabbed Mystique in X-Men in the movie, remember in the tent. So I don't think he would do that, and I think Morph wants. If he does want something with Wolverine, he would want that to be genuine between the two of them.
Right.
Okay, and I don't think that's going to happen. Wolverine is too iconic of a character.
Dude, he's too all over Jean. Like, he will never let Jean go.
I mean, so back to that. He's what brought Jean back to reality. The struggling Jean, like, having...
Oh, yeah, look at me, watch me, yeah. Focus on my mind.
Focus on my mind. And she's like, I mean that much to you?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, like, and that was tough.
Yeah.
And, and... Sometimes
good news is though there's 2 Jeans now. Partner off.
No, but he loves Jean, and he knows that's
all right.
A clone
Cyclops
now.
can get the other one. Fuck it.
No,
I guarantee you, Cyclops doesn't love or doesn't care about Jean nearly as much as Logan does.
I mean, I get they're literally the same person because it's a clone, but like, it's like saying your wife had a twin sister and you ran off with the twin sister.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not the same.
That's why I'm saying give Logan the one he likes. Fucking send Cyclops on his way. With the other one. Cyclops is not that bright to be like, are you the right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, all right.
Just blaming on his glasses. I couldn't really tell with the glasses. I have such a
He's
small
like, oh shit, hold on. I had a fucking wrong filter. There you are. Yeah. Okay. I think, talked about this before. When Mr. Sinister starts affecting everybody, or I don't know. I don't even think it's Mr. Sinister. It's Green Goblin Queen, right?
Affecting when they're like going to hell or whatever.
Yeah. That's her, right? Okay. Oh, either way, Morph says, "Not you again," and I think you talked about this before because it's part of the opening credits, right? Where Morph is like looking around and like some. What can you speak on that? What is that about?
He was manipulated by Sinister back in, I forgot what season. But we were introduced to him because he was kind of working for Mr. Sinister. But
under his like influence,
against
right?
his own will.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's the one that kind of led them. So he's directly responsible for the clone being created because he led the X-Men to Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
So that's why he's like, not again, because he feels guilty, and that's why they ask him, like, are you sure you're okay with taking us to where he's at? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right, cool. What else we got? So, one of the scenes or one of the parts of this episode in particular that was my favorite was when Bishop and Cyclops team up and Bishop's like, Cyclops hit me. I got Thor and Iron Man vibes from Endgame.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because he was literally... Really?
I did not think of that.
There's certain stuff where I'm like, oh, dude, I see this in it. And I'm like, I guarantee you Kiki did too. And then you're like, didn't see it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just in awe. I was more surprised at the fact that I think he took that optic blast and turned it into that kinetic energy and enhanced it. Because why couldn't Cyclops just blast everybody?
Right, so yeah, because that's his thing is that he uses that energy as like a power source.
Yeah,
and then he uses his own blast, so it's like it converts in some way. So when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, that's the same exact thing." Because Iron Man's like, "Thor, hit me," and he's like, and he opens up his back for fucking Thor to blast with the lightning.
Yeah,
and Cyclops is like fucking right onto his back, dude. Yeah, I was like, "Yes, dope. Dude."
I didn't put that together. That's pretty cool.
I'm noticing in this series they're doing a lot of callbacks like that.
You think so?
They are.
What's the other one?
There was another one that what that did we talk about it last episode? Damn. There was something else that they called back to it and I was like, "Oh shit, that's like this moment that happened." I can't remember off the top of my head. But Was it in the first episode? Oh no, I think I might be thinking of when you were talking about the fastball or the
fastball special.
That one. I
Yeah,
don't know if
but they didn't do it.
I swear to God, there's a moment I saw. Oh, now I remember when Cyclops is flying down. You were like, "Oh, Captain America: Winter Soldier vibes."
Oh yeah.
So there's like they're taking from MCU and like sneaking it in.
Of course, yeah.
Which I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
Because I
they're
think
doing it well.
As good as the original animated series was, the fight scenes were cool. They have to keep our interest and even the new viewers' interest,
especially with what we've seen already in the MCU.
Yeah,
so
you gotta outdo it. Mm-hmm. So they're pulling from live action sources to be like, oh shit, that's dope, and like how you're getting that like nostalgia from seeing it from different movies, and mine with the Winter Soldier. So that makes sense
because the X-Men are, let's be real, another form of Avengers.
Another superhero team.
It's another superhero team, so it's like on that level with it. So for them to take bits from Avengers doing stuff and place it into X-Men, I'm fucking loving it.
Just the way this movie's coming about.
The one movie? Oh, the show.
The show's coming about, and I told you like I think we're gonna have a clash of different timelines kind of come together. I think the live action Beast that we saw is the live action X-Men 97 we're watching. So this is just in the past.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying now. So you think it's that same Beast in that manner. Gotcha. Okay.
Literally the same person. Just instead of animated, it's now live action.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same continuity, same timeline. That's what I think.
Okay. I have a question since you're speaking on that. I went back just to see the original X-Men series, and I saw one that they did an episode with Captain America on there. Do you think that will happen with the X-Men 97 series?
So that's where I'm going with that.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to get any MCU-related heroes in this.
You don't? Okay.
I do not think so.
Why so?
I think we've waited so long for mutants, they're going to let them highlight themselves.
Fair. That's a good point. I like that.
Just
like
the way Kevin is as excited. There's even a post about it. He said he's so excited for the mutants.
Yeah.
And everything that they're doing for the mutants.
It's not necessary, honestly. We don't need other superheroes in this series.
Agreed.
We don't.
Agreed.
We really don't. Yeah.
I would like, though, so where I'm going with this is I would like for Avengers 5 to be scrapped as King Dynasty. And maybe even be an X-Men versus Avengers.
Oh, make it happen. It's a phone call. No.
Like, who the fuck is this guy calling?
That's just one phone call. Yeah. Feige. No, it's kidding.
Imagine.
Listen, Kike wants to do this. I think we should do it. No, imagine if I could do that. Fuck.
Dude, that'd be dope.
I'd be living the dream.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So I think that's it for what episode.
I
3?
do have one question, and
Okay.
it's I'm interested to hear your answer on this. Why didn't Gene and Scott go with naming the baby Charles after Xavier or Xavier? They went with Nathan.
There's a reason why they chose Nathan.
Is there a reason? There's a specific
And
reason
I
for
don't
that?
remember why.
Because I would assume, this man just quote unquote died. You know, he was a father figure to the X-Men. How do you not name him after? How do you not name the first baby of the X-Men after him? You know what I mean? I thought of that, and I was just like, I wonder. I think both of you guys are looking up the same thing. Because you got producers looking at.
Oh shit!
What? What is it? Tell me. Tell me now.
Because Mr. Sinister's real name is Nathaniel Essex.
So
So he made the clone subconsciously.
the baby's
probably.
named after its father. No, it's good.
Well, after
essentially,
it's created.
grandfather,
Grandfather, yeah.
kind of.
Because he created
He
Gene.
created the clone. Yeah, that's funny. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the baby is named after.
Well, his name is Nathan Christopher Charles Summers. So
I
they-
see. I didn't know that. So one of the middle names
Yeah.
is. All right, that's fucking very.
It's a long ass name.
No, it's what's Harry Potter? Dumbledore. Fucking, you know Dumbledore's full name? He's got like 5 names, like 4 or 5.
For
names.
real? I didn't know that.
Yes. If you watch Prisoner of Azkaban, when he walks into the sidebar, Harry Potter stuff. When he walks into the courtroom when Harry's sitting on the chair.
Oh, yeah.
He's being talked to.
With the
They're
Death
like
Eaters or whatever?
Alfred. What's the name?
Alfred, Percival, Wilfrid,
Brian.
Dumbledore.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my favorite part of that is he's naming these, like, I wouldn't say oddball names, but just these out of the norm names.
Yeah.
And then Brian Dumbledore. What the fuck? That's
Like,
kind of where I got that joke with Greg Palpatine. Like,
Okay. It's almost like those Mexicans that have like 4 last names and 2 middle names and the first name.
oh yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
like Spy Kids. Remember?
Yeah, or the bellhop from Sweet Life and Zack and Cody.
I didn't watch that show. No,
What? Did you watch that show?
those guys.
Sweet Life and Zack and Cody. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit was cute.
those kids annoyed me. I
What?
don't like them. They're like they tried too hard, in my opinion.
I think they did a great job.
I think they tried too hard to be funny. Like I could see them trying to be funny.
Why?
And that's
That
why I
was
don't like that.
one of the twins.
You like Jesse.
Jesse was cool.
Which one is
The
Jesse?
babysitter.
I don't remember.
She babysat the rich kids, the rich family, the kids that were like all or mostly adopted. So you had like an Asian girl, I think, or an Indian boy, and all that stuff.
Oh, it rings a bell now.
Yeah, I like that one. But mine was what's it called? Total tangent, total sidebar. Not even talking about.
Had the kid from Descendants that passed away.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it
him.
did.
Yeah. So, but no, the shows I liked were iCarly and Victorious. Those two were funny.
Oh, so you were a Nickelodeon.
Yes. Oh, that was Disney Channel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more Nickelodeon.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to X-Men 97.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Total left turn on that one.
Did you watch the Quiet on the Set?
I have not yet.
Is that the documentary?
Yeah. But
Dude, I want to see that. Because they
It's
talk about
sad,
some
dude.
crazy shit that those kids have to deal with,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, shout out to Drake Josh for.
Isn't there a podcast too about it?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Talk about
Are you
it?
talking about Josh Bell?
Josh Bell. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Bell.
Drake and Josh is the show. You just combined it.
But yeah, you can just see the pain and the terror in his eyes when he talks about it.
It's tough what they went through, dude. I mean, we'll save that for you guys to go watch. But shout out to child actors, man, for having to go through all that BS.
Amanda
dude.
Bynes and just oh my god.
Yeah, dude, the stuff they have to go through. I mean, what's her name? From iCarly, who played her best friend, Sarah Carpenter? No, that's
Jeanette McCurdy.
thank you, Jenna McCarty. Dude, her mom, She wrote a book about everything that her mom put her through, and her book's title is "I'm Glad My Mom is Dead." Like, yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. Her mom like put her through some trauma, dude. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah. So
she's another childhood star.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Let's get back into this X-97 stuff.
One more thing.
My God.
Toph. You know the actor that played Toph?
Yes.
So she was in season 1 because she voiced somebody else. Did you know that?
Season 1 of
Avatar: Last Airbender. They brought her back to play Toph.
I did not know this.
She voiced another character, just a sub character. But
I didn't know
she was a child. She was like underage. She was like 16 or 14, 16, something like that. Oh, no, she was a 12-year-old voicing a 12-year-old. Or something like that.
like Aang?
No, like Toph. Toph was a child.
Correct, but so was Aang, and the actor playing Aang was a kid at the time.
Well, yeah, but he was older. He was like a teenager.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, this person like had to get their parents to sign them to be able to do this.
Copy. Okay.
And then after that, she's like, I'm making good money, but I want to go and have a regular life and go to college and do all that.
After the Airbender series? Okay.
So she finished her life and then came back to voicing characters.
Oh.
So she didn't get corrupted or like fall into that scheme of child.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to tell me a sad story about that.
No, thank God.
Okay,
thank God, no.
Okay. Because, she has a YouTube channel.
I watch it.
Tea Time with Toph.
Yeah. And she has like a lot of like YouTube shorts and shit like that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
No, I think she's a real cool actor. She's like a redhead or something like that, right?
What?
Yeah, she's a redhead, right?
I believe so.
Relax.
Relax
over there. Someone's getting excited.
Well, she knows I got a thing for reds, so like I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. Anyway. I thought she had a thing for reds. The way she said, "What?"
Oh yeah, right. Not gingers, but like dyed red.
No, I think she might be a ginger.
Yeah, but that's what I like. I like the dyed red.
Got it.
Anyway, X-Men 97. Is
episode 4
is what this episode is about. Yeah. not other stuff.
Motendo like that.
We kind of got 2 episodes in one on this one. So we got Motendo,
which I hate. Yeah,
and then Life Death Part 1, which I would prefer that one.
Yes. Did it give much needed growth for the character of Jubilee? Yes, she got to meet her future life. I get what they were trying to do. But make it an episode. Give us 11 episodes.
Yeah. So Motendo is a very Jubilee-centered or focused episode.
Yeah.
Jubilee's legal. She's legal now. So that's cool.
What do you mean?
She's 18.
You're fucking dumb. Okay.
So she's legal. But no.
Did you know that the original Jubilee voiced the future Jubilee?
Oh, they're different. Oh, Jubilee's not the same actress?
Well, the voice actress.
97 is not the same actress as the old one?
No.
Oh, they sounded alike.
She let a actual Asian, I forgot what her real name is. Actress play Jubilee.
I just realized in this episode, or doing my notes, I'm like, Jubilee. They kind of used an Asian name.
Oh, yeah.
Her name.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cheating. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. I'm like, what the hell? That's lazy writing. But okay, so I was getting very Matrix vibes in this episode.
Yes, with the phone.
With the payphone.
Absolutely.
Kids, a payphone is this device that is outside.
They exist, though.
Where?
There's some downtown. They work.
So kids, what a payphone is it's this telephone that's attached to a pole. You put quarters in it, and then you call people.
Yes.
This was before cell phones. So they used the payphone and literally went in like kind of the Matrix. They picked up the phone and then digitized away. I was like, they're doing Matrix this episode.
And then the Nintendo not the Nintendo. Yeah, the Motendo looked like a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
I did enjoy how they kind of showed us the formatting of the video games back in the 90s that like we grew up on, where it's the 2D and you're going across the screen. You're not third person view of a character.
Yeah.
That kids nowadays only know those to be the games.
Yeah.
We used to have to fucking just
it gave
see
me
one side of a character, just a profile of a character.
Yeah. Did you ever play the Sega Genesis X-Men game?
You fucking know it. Okay, I'm sure I did. I only vividly remember playing the Ninja Turtles of that style game.
I played that one.
Simpsons.
Oh yeah, Bart with the fucking skateboard.
Whacking the shit out of people. Yeah, hell yeah. The wife and I were playing that. We're at Haunted Trails. I think it was Haunted Trails. They have a Simpsons. They have both Simpsons and Ninja Turtle. I think we're playing.
Nice.
Or no, was it at that bar? That play it retro.
I think it was
Oh, it was Player Retro. We were playing that. Yeah, it was fun.
You know, they released the Ninja Turtles game similar to like the Sega Genesis one you're talking about, but they released it for the Switch.
I think you did tell me this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get that for Germany.
I was supposed to get it, but I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that episode, and I thought it was, I had a question. Do you know when Hot Topic became a store?
No.
Because she goes, the Hot Topic stalker, which turned out to be herself.
Oh, yeah.
But she referenced Hot Topic. I'm like, hey.
I would imagine it
Were
was,
they established in the 90s? I think
Yeah.
they did. I think they became a store in the late 90s, actually.
Yeah.
Around 97.
Let's look at there.
When you're going to look it up when it was established.
1998
So they were a year ahead of their
of their time.
time because this is 97. So they knew somebody on the inside that was like, I got a great idea for a store. No, but either way,
I'm sorry.
it's the same.
Founded in 1988. I lied.
Oh shit! It's 88.
Yeah.
Hot Topic's that old.
Yeah.
Wow! Did I know this?
As of 2020, they have 675 locations.
675. Fucking hell! Well, yeah, a lot of malls.
Yeah.
Hot Topic. Reach out. We're gladly sponsor you.
Hell yeah.
They sell Funkos.
They do. They sell everything.
I think I have a Hot Topic Funko.
What is it? Hot Topic or Spencer's that sells the adult stuff?
Spencer's,
right? Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Hot Topic has adult stuff, but like censored adult stuff, so like just piercings and stuff like that, or stockings. Right. And Spencer's gets down and dirty.
Oh yeah,
they're like,
we got stuff microphones that goes
you
don't speak
in
into.
you. They're like, this goes in you. Like, they have adult stuff there.
You might want to lube that up or spit.
Yeah. I feel like Mojo was kind of like a representation of TV execs. Like X-Men writers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? X-Men writers like
I mean, that's how the old Motendo, when he showed up in the previous series.
But I'm talking about that character. When they came up with, let's come up with a character. He's going to be like these fucking shitty ass TV execs guys. And let's make him look ugly as shit and fucking fit. You know what I mean?
Quiet on the set.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, that just feeds more into my theory that I feel like whoever created Mojo was like, I'm gonna make a fucking representation of these asshole TV execs.
Yeah.
Because that's all I was getting.
Yeah, I agree.
He's full on saying he's that type of person.
Yeah,
but
he's doing it for the ratings. He's doing a video game because TV ratings aren't as high.
Yeah,
so he can get more ratings off of a video game.
And what do TV execs? All they care about is fucking ratings.
Yeah, ratings and fucking popularity, selling games, moving units, making money.
Exactly.
That's all it's about.
Exactly. Man. So I saw that right away and I was like, I wonder.
No, I agree with you.
It was cool to see Jubilee kind of like learn a new move from herself. Where she learned how to spin it like I was getting Krillin.
Oh, with the Tracto disc? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was getting that. So that was pretty cool that she learned from herself.
Yeah.
And she's just enhancing her powers. Because, I don't know if enhancing is right. Growing.
So that's the future Jubilee, right? From what reality?
No, that's just the game. That's the digital version. Because that's like, they're beta testing it. So that was just... The way I saw that is the way I saw... Or kind of like how Wreck-It Ralph, the racer... figured out how to detach himself from the game and he stood alive.
Yeah.
That's what I saw that.
King Candy and it was Turbo.
Thank you. That's how I saw that.
That's a good connection.
Like,
that makes more sense now.
Yeah, she found like a glitch in the system where she can
the code. Broke
the code. Yeah, that's a better term. Broke the code so where she can stay in the game without.
Yeah, and she couldn't.
And she just learned to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But that ties more into she's still very much so connected to the Matrix. Just how like the Oracle existed in the Matrix
and only in the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, mm-hmm. But she lived.
I don't know about only in, but that's where she was at.
Right. But she was conscious of
that she knew she was in the Matrix. Correct. Yeah. See, that's how I saw it.
I saw her more as like an oracle figure, but now you saying the Wreck-It Ralph separating them, so I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Is that kind of...
It clicked more for me.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's what I'm here for. All right. All right, so let's get past that episode, because that episode... Oh, that's what I did want to say. This kind of made me feel like, oh, we're in mid-season lull, and then we're going to hike it back up.
Yeah.
Because that's very much how the 90s TV shows were.
Oh, yeah.
We had a beginning... Middle was like
a bunch of subplot bullshit.
Bam,
yeah.
right in the final leg of the series, stuff hiding back up.
Yeah. But the good thing is now we can go back and watch like episode 2 and 3 and the end of 4 to figure out what the fuck's going on at the finale. Before, unless you fucking ran home and hit record and put your VHS in, then you
VHS kids are these are these rectangle things you put in.
You know how many times Sometimes I would record over my mom's like soap operas and shit. She'd get pissed at me.
Nana telenovela.
No, it was all like ABC and
like Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, Days of Our Lives, All My Children. Yeah, all that stuff. And sometimes I was like, bro, I'm recording.
Yeah,
and I go ahead and fucking hide the.
This is more entertaining.
Yeah. And she was always like 2 months behind. So I'm like, you're not even gonna.
Those are like daily episodes, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Sabrina.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like catch up with like weekly shit.
You're like, I get 10 episodes of it. You get 38 in two months.
You literally get 365 episodes. Oh well, no, mine is the weekends, but whatever.
So you're like 250 episodes. I only have 12.
And if we had plans that Saturday on Toonami, I wasn't gonna I would miss the recap of the whole week because you know on Saturday morning they show
early before, right? They would show like
for 2.5 hours they would. Yeah, 2.5 hours. They'd show the 5 episodes that they showed.
From like sunrise
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into Life Death Part 1, which I'm so happy that this episode came because it's what I asked you. The first episode after Storm loses her powers. What was that one question I asked you? Do you think it's permanent? And this episode came, and I'm just like, we know what we're fucking talking about on this podcast. You know what I mean?
He's trying to give her powers back.
But he says in theory it's possible. And this is the guy that came up, or that not came up with, but had to deal with the tech that was made in order to take the powers away.
Correct.
So if that's like Bruce Banner saying, I can take the Hulk away, I'd be like, oh, maybe it's possible because you're the one who fucking came up with the Hulk. So I'm just like,
an accident, but yeah,
he still did it. Hey, fucking penicillin was an accident too. You know what I mean? But like, we still got it.
Sure.
So I'm like, that's why I was so happy that this episode came about. I'm like, fuck yes. I'm like, we know what we're talking about. I hope so. So, if they follow the comics, her power is going to come back stronger.
Did we see Storm at all in episode 3?
We did not. 3? No, we saw her at the end of 3.
Really?
Yeah, at the end. That's when he met up with. That's when she met up with dude at the bar, Forge.
Right.
So if they follow the comics, Storm's gonna come back, get her powers back, and they're gonna be stronger. If they go that route,
I think because I'm going off of IMDb and like it shows Magneto only 4 episodes. So I think that they're updating it as they release each episode. So never mind, because it shows for Storm only 4 episodes, but that means we've seen her every episode.
Yeah, her story's not done, so that's not true.
Okay, cool. Thank God.
Yeah, seriously, because I remember our last episode, you were like, Scott's only in 3 episodes. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be such a disservice. They would piss off so many fans. Every fan, probably. Every viewer watching this would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're getting rid of our X-Men? You brought them back to get rid of them? What the fuck are you doing? There would be riots.
I'd be pissed.
There'd be riots, and we'd be leading the riots.
Seriously.
But all right. This story is interesting, though. So she's with this guy, Forge, who had his design. Oh, this is another thing where I felt like they pulled from Avatar. I see him as the engineer, that they took his design, like He's the engineer of the kid in the wheelchair.
The father. Yeah.
Yeah, where they took his design.
Crazy ass
and then,
hair.
yeah, and then they did something else with it to weaponize it.
Yeah.
So that's what they took part of his design and they enhanced
the story is old as time. Like that's what everybody.
Da Vinci. Well, no, Da Vinci actually made weapons. Like he designed weapons. So that's probably not.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
The artist.
Yes, sir.
I looked that up.
Hold on. Do you not know this?
No.
Sir, Da Vinci is responsible for like the tank.
Really?
Yes, he designed so many things. I don't even try to fact check me because I know this is true because I learned it in college. So he actually had a lot of designs that were used for military reasons. Yes, dude. He wasn't just
as in Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, the artist, the famous painter. Yes.
So Renaissance. Look it over here.
Yeah. I know I'm right on this. I will fucking.
Oh, goodness.
I will. I'm guarantee you people are watching this like, yep, that's true.
Yeah, you looking it up?
See? Haha.
That's cool.
I got knowledge too, man.
Yeah, I mean.
But no, so yeah. But that's a different because he actually made that. He actually designed those designs.
That's cool.
Yeah, helicopter. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the other one, helicopter. Yeah,
he
dude.
designed a helicopter?
Yes, sir.
But it didn't exist back then.
Oh, it was more like he had the design for it, but they never had the technology to actually make it a thing. The tank, yeah, because the tank was analog. It's very fucking rolly, and it wasn't like our tanks now. It was more like barricade, like to barricade through shit and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. So he's kind of in a way responsible for like the collar. Speaking of which, is this the same collar that we see in Deadpool 2?
It's a variation of it, I would imagine.
But it's the same, like, esque, like they took from that?
Because Cable in the future works with Forge and very much so created his time-traveling band.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's where Cable got his time band?
Yeah,
Forge?
They're from Forge and from, what's the other dude's name? The one that went in the future that took Cable. The baby.
Nathan?
No, that's the baby.
Bishop.
Nathan is... Oh, Bishop, yeah. Nathan is Cable.
Oh, sorry. You said Forge, and I immediately thought Bishop because you said Time Man. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a brain fart.
But Cable has one, too.
Correct. But he got it from Bishop. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but Bishop worked with Forge and so on and so forth. They all know each other in the future.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, because Forge can't die, right?
I think he can.
He was immortal, isn't he? I thought that was part of his thing.
I know that.
Because, Storm talks about it. She goes, you having that mind and not being able to, like, perish or whatever. She says something.
Oh, that sucks.
Anyway. But, yeah. So, yeah, he's kind of responsible, and he kind of omitted to Storm to get in with her as far as, like, he didn't come out and say, like, hey, I'm responsible. I'm the reason.
You lost your powers.
I'm partly to blame for you losing your powers. Yeah. And when she found that out, dude.
That's what you said.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Because he was like, I'm in love with you. He went in for the kid. She's like, pow. Well, she smacked the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, I was surprised he was like falling in love with her. Like, what the fuck?
I saw that.
I didn't see it.
Dude, what?
I saw it more as he felt shitty because he knew he was directly responsible for her losing her powers.
Nah, dude, they were sharing intimate meals and they're talking about like getting to know each other, and it's hard not to fall for a goddess, dude.
I mean, true. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I mean, I think the ending was cool. It was very short-lived. It is what it is. But
yeah, it was like a 10-minute episode at that point. But can you explain the ending to me? Because I was very thrown. I was like, well, who's this now? At first, I thought it was Mr. Sinister when I saw his eyes. But it's apparently not.
What are you talking about?
The ending of Life Death, Part 1, where the owl comes in. So she first sees the owl.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's talking about it. And then he says, hey, listen, I have a machine that, I've been working on, that can possibly restore your powers. Let's try it. Very Fantastic Four Fox universe when you try to take away Ben Grimes' power. Grim? I keep messing up his last name. The Thing? What's his name?
Grim, Ben, right? Grimm, yeah.
Grimm. Ben Grimm. What? I'm getting Grimes from something.
So his name is Adversary. And
Forge?
No, the owl.
Oh, the owl. Okay.
Yeah. It's
it feeds on despair or something like that?
Yeah.
What was it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So he puts her in the machine, and then here comes Storm getting poetic. Storm, call, hear my call, or wind, hear my call. And
Yeah.
And then the trees start to move, and then it's just birds coming out. I was like, oh, so heartbreaking. I was like, no. And she's like, so then that doesn't work. She gets pissed, rightfully so. Or not pissed, but more heartbroken. She just starts to ride off, and then those eyes come, and then she just somehow fucking barrels through the roof.
Right.
Slams down hard, and then the fucking Forge is like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I was just about to come upstairs to you. And then he fall through the roof. And she's like, how do I get back here? And then we see the owl coming in, and who is that? What is that?
It's some type of entity.
Is this not a character you're familiar with? Mm-mm. Oh, really? Okay, so this
I forgot about it. I forgot what we were talking about, but now I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah. The owl. Okay, he comes in and like basically reveals.
It's Forge's arch enemy.
Oh, it's Forge.
Yeah, it's Forge's arch enemy.
Is that why do you think he's like, get out of my house or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, so he knows who this is.
X-Men. So it's the first appearance was in Uncanny X-Men, comic number 188 in 1984. It's a demonic being from another dimension. The adversary sought out to spread the world's chaotic nature to Earth.
Oh,
So he just wants to. It's kind of like just a bad spirit, essentially.
very Stranger Things.
Yes, very Stranger Things.
Very nice. All right. Okay. So I would imagine we're gonna see how that plays out in Life Death Part 2.
Yeah, it's referred to as the Great Trickster.
Okay.
Yeah, it would follow soldiers who were killed in action during the Vietnam War. Like it's been around for a long time apparently.
So this is a thing. It's not just a comic thing. This is like a
No. It's like comic thing.
Oh,
that's
is it?
That's its lore essentially.
comic lore.
Yeah,
not,
comic lore,
gotcha. Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
trying to move into the earthly plane. So it's essentially probably trying to gather souls and shit like that.
Well, that's how it feeds.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
All right. Nice. All right. Well, so that's the end of episode 4. We've got, you said 10, right? So we got 6 episodes to go. Yeah. Enjoying the series so far.
Yeah.
I know you had that one episode, but for the most part, the series is still hitting. Still doing its thing.
Yeah, I expected to not like some episodes.
It's hard, dude. Now
Yeah.
it's with everything that's out. How many shows and TV? It's hard to hit on every level.
Yeah.
Or every single time you go out there. Outside of like Daredevil and stuff like that, shows that I just max out on hitting. But yeah, I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The kid in me is happy. He's liking the flashbacks.
Yeah.
I almost feel like watching this series on the floor, like just
right? Eating a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, in front of the TV, just doing it like very, very throwback to my kid self.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm happy with it so far.
Yeah.
I like how they're doing it. I like that they're continuing the story, but not getting rid of the old story. They're paying respects to the actual characters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we're going to be seeing any new X-Men?
I don't think so.
Or maybe not new X-Men, but new mutants. Well, we kind of already have with Roberto.
No.
He's a character?
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
He showed up in the live action movie already in the original series, the first trilogy.
When?
He wasn't a prominent character, but he was in there.
Oh. So he can kind of light up like Human Torch, because I saw his face starting to get it. And,
he engulfs his entire body in this like solar energy.
He's solar energy, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think he flies.
I would imagine he can.
I just think he like blasts himself up and then kind of lands and shit like that.
Like Human Torch style?
He just like projects himself forward with kind of how firebenders do.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. I think solar energy, that's got to defy gravity. I would imagine. But we don't know how his powers work.
He's been in other animated series before too.
Has he?
X-Men animated
I don't
series.
remember this character.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I mean, anything else on these episodes? Speculations on what's coming?
No,
all right, you know what? let's do this. I need a firm yes or no. Is Storm getting her powers back? Let's pull the trigger. I don't want to hear a whole theory on it. Okay, you think so?
Yeah,
I agree.
I think so for the fact that I think this is the X-Men timeline that we're gonna see in live action. So we have to
see Storm live action.
Yeah, you can't have X-Men without Storm.
You cannot.
Yeah, they have to have the OG lineup. Yeah. Do you think Henry Cavill's gonna play Cyclops? I like it.
I don't know if I do.
I like it.
For the one fact that I think Henry Cavill's just... Granted, I don't know his age, but I don't know if he's the right age for Cyclops.
But if it's this Cyclops in X-Men 97, he looks like he's 25, 27. If you go to 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027...
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know. We don't know yet anything about live X-Men. We don't know. We have zero knowledge on it. So I don't know where they're going to play that, where they're going to pick off of X-Men, like where they're going to start the story. I don't know that. So for me to say like, oh, I think he'll play a great, but I don't know which fucking Cyclops they're going to tell. I don't know if they're going to start fucking Cyclops like beginning of X-Men, like X-Men's going to, or Xavier's going to be putting the team together, or are we going to walk into X-Men already being established as a team?
I think...
I'll tell you this. He could play an older Cyclops. I'd buy that.
Well, I say Secret War Cyclops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Because you could just pull him from, he's mid-30 Cyclops.
Yeah.
And he's there. That I can buy.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Secret War Cyclops, I think we're going to get a variation of the X-Men team in I don't know.
Do you think we get that before we get an established X-Men team?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think the next saga is going to be the Mutant Saga.
It is.
Well, that's what they say, but it's not been confirmed by
never Disney. Confirmed, but the layout, the layout that we've seen thus far is still on track. We first got the Infinity Saga, then we have the Multiverse Saga. That has not changed.
Yeah,
and they laid it out until I forgot what the fourth saga was, but it was the Mutant Saga and then something else. The Galaxy Saga, right, or something like that.
I don't know.
It was something to do with like Celestial Saga or something like that. Like with the Celestials, it was the galaxy part. Like they're gonna move outside of Earth. That was that saga. That was.
I'm with it.
Cosmic Saga. Fuck.
Cosmic.
That's what it was.
You think so? I think Cosmic is like you just can't do it as his own saga. It's too intertwined with on Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, and because of Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, it's already been a thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like hard to just be like, all right, now we're just
if they do Nova, I think the Marvels are very much so in the Galaxy already. You know, like it's not. I hope they don't.
Okay.
And I think after Avengers 5 and 6, the Secret Wars, I think they reboot the entire MCU
because they're already doing a soft reboot. So
right, but in that point, I mean like. We get a new Iron Man because it's a new timeline. We get somebody new to come back.
That's the great thing about MCU is that like we have these characters already established. We've been following 616. If at any point Feige wants to be like, let's do a reset,
blow it up.
Let's do a reset.
Yeah,
we could follow Earth fucking
438 or the Ultimate Timeline.
Yeah,
very very popular. And comic line.
We'll still get these characters just told differently.
Yeah,
and it still fucking works. Yeah. That's why I'm not worried that we'll ever run out of shit to talk about on this podcast.
No, absolutely not. Especially not Marvel-wise.
For days. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Marvel, I'm fucking, we're set forever.
I full on see us walking into this podcast studio with like canes and shit and be like, just
I hope
timers going off because we got to take our pills and shit.
Oh my God. That's funny.
But yeah, so... I mean, like I said, I'm excited for whatever Feige, the great Feige, comes up with, or people at Marvel.
It's gonna be a sad day when he walks away from it.
Feige? Oh, dude, I hope he goes out on his deathbed still still like
a Stan Lee situation.
Do X-Men 3 as in 2020 or 2038?
Oh no!
Look, it just goes out. I want
so
him.
sad.
I want him dying as still CEO of Marvel, like still head of Marvel. Like fuck that,
Bro, like
I don't
cut.
Yeah, like sir, we wrapped with Avengers 13.
Hey,
Great. Like
Nah.
fucking, I don't ever want him to step down, because I would hate
I'll
the
tell you
thought.
what. I'll tell you what. This is. I'll put it on here now.
On the record,
If on the record, if this saga doesn't get turned around financially the way Disney wants them to, because Marvel has always been a powerhouse financially. If they don't turn it around to hit bangers again, even though we're enjoying them, I'm just saying box office
bangers. Yeah, I get you.
I think he'll step down. I think he'll set up the
Shut your mouth.
He'll set up the multiverse. He'll finish the multiverse saga and set up the future of the mutant saga. He'll give them set it up for the next few years and walk away on top.
I hard disagree for the simple fact that Feige has been on this
X-Men and
on the
Fantastic
Marvel
Four.
train, film wise, since before Marvel was even a thing. Back when Blade, back when fucking X-Men Fox Universe was movies. I don't see him saying, all right, I'm gonna step away. I don't see that happening. Now, Disney CEOs, if the box office isn't hitting, I see them stepping away. But I could see, let's say, dude, Feige's rich enough now to where he could be like, fuck Disney, I want to own Marvel. He could do George Lucas style and fucking, I'll take it.
Well, George Lucas doesn't own Disney.
But he did. George Lucas.
Well, because he started it and he sold it to Disney. He's the richest celebrity.
Yeah, I get that.
Worth like $5.5 billion.
Richest celebrity, $5.5 billion. But no, what I'm saying is when George Lucas made Star Wars, he made a deal with his salary would be the rights to Star Wars. So he made the movie for the production company, and I learned this from Freddie Prinze Jr. He was the first one to do it like this, and he did it fucking brilliantly. Is that he's like, all right, I'll get paid this, but part of my salary I want to be the rights to this movie, so I can go on and make the other Star Wars movies. So the other Star Wars, like episodes 6 and 7, were on him. He had the rights to those. That's why he was able to make those when he did.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, they probably wouldn't. I doubt the studio would have greenlit 6 and 7.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because box office wise, I talked to somebody that was around back then, and it mushroom clouded. It started off slow. It didn't hit in the box office like right opening weekend. Number one. It slowly, and then people started seeing it, and then it fucking boom, it blew up.
Yeah, it very much so picked up its hype and its almost like it's craze. It's like following after. Because the first one did great.
Yeah, a few weeks into it being out.
Yeah,
really,
because people were skeptical. Like, what is this like spacey nerd shit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that type of sci-fi definitely wasn't. Yeah, for sure.
No, I get what you're saying.
I see Feige doing that before him stepping down. The fan in me doesn't want to see that.
I don't want to see it either. But I'm thinking like a businessman. I think he'll step off on top.
If that happens, you will see a fist fight here on the podcast because I will blame him.
No,
I'll be like, Feige heard you say it and he took your advice.
No, he's a smart man.
I get it, dude, but I just don't. I
don't want it to happen that way.
No, it's not even that. I don't see from the interviews and the stuff that I've seen Feige doing. I don't see him as that type of businessman.
No,
I don't see him stepping away 100%. If maybe somebody comes in to run it and then him take a lower seat, okay. But I don't see him ever walking away. If you started Marvel, being the business person savvy that you are, how you are with, management, like the upper level, let's say you started, we'll just go back to one of your last jobs, Gemini. Let's say you started Gemini. And then you felt like it wasn't doing as well as it was. Could you step away from a business that you've grown that much?
Sometimes you have to.
But I'm not saying have to. I'm saying could you do that?
Yeah.
And if the company's still successful, not saying that it's tanking, it's still successful because people, you guys can talk all this shit you guys want.
Yeah, Marvel's not tanking.
It's still successful. Marvel, people are still watching this shit.
Yeah.
So it's still hitting. It's not as big as it was before, obviously, but it still hits.
It's
still
not.
Gets people
it's
in
not
the seats.
flops like Black Adam and fucking.
It's
Aquaman.
not flops the way these fucking people are making it seem or out to be.
Right.
It's not.
They're making money, just not the money they're used to making.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I think. Like the Disney CEOs are like, oh, let's give this movie this this much movie because we made this
The
on
only
other
reason
projects.
I don't see that happening is because Disney's invested so much into their parks of Star Wars and Marvel that they're not gonna just tear up their parks to get rid of the Avengers compound in California.
Yeah, they'd have to have
They're
another
not-
craze to replace those.
What is it?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Disney won't sell it to Kevin the way you think they will.
Mm-hmm.
They won't give up the product. They'll get rid of Kevin before they sell it. Because it's too financially irresponsible for them to do it.
But see, you're looking at it from a different angle. I didn't mean that Disney would do that. I said I see Kevin Feige trying to buy it before stepping down. I would see him choosing that option over stepping down.
Well, we'll see.
Because he doesn't have to buy the entire rights.
Right.
He just has to buy the production side.
Correct.
You know
Which
what
is
I mean?
owned by Disney.
Correct. It's owned by Disney, yeah.
Who has bought... What has Disney bought that they sold off?
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that we don't know about.
Little stupid things.
Still stuff.
But they own ABC.
Yeah.
They sold off... Actually, they sold off ESPN, didn't they?
I think I heard that. Yeah, I think
they
that,
sold
yeah.
off ESPN. I don't know who owns them anymore.
I think that's why you can get just Disney and Hulu now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that was our little debate on, on the future of the production.
Like, I don't want him to step away. Let's just clarify that.
Absolutely.
If anyone attacks me, I do not want him.
You're going to get
He's a
so many
genius.
DMs like, fuck you, Feige's
I don't want this to be a whole Eric Voss Mephisto bullshit, you know? Like, I do not want that craze. However, Eric Voss, I love you.
Yeah.
And I was with you on the Mephisto train. However, I just don't.
I understand. I can't blame you for thinking that just because I know how you are, like, on the business side of your thinking. So and if I'm being 100% honest, yeah, I can see that happening. I just, from my views on Feige, I just see him doing a different thing. Yeah. I don't see him being that stereotypical.
Because I would rather him, because he risked the chance of ruining his legacy if he were to purchase the rights and shit the bed. Could it happen? Yes. Will it happen? I don't think so.
The chances of him shitting the bed are the same chances of you hitting the lotto. There is like, a chance, but it's so minute.
He is the Jordan of cinematic rights and building a legacy. Right?
He's Marvel Jesus, yeah.
He literally is Marvel Jesus, yes.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's the future's yet to be seen, but, you know, that's our thoughts on it.
Yeah. But when it does happen where he's not leading it and someone else leading it, we're going to have the Kevin and whoever this new person, the LeBron, basically.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the debate. No, Kevin was the best fucking owner of Marvel ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I mean, obviously the day's going to come where Feige's not going to be in control because whether it's death or what have you, there is going to be a one day, God willing, that Marvel Productions still, or Marvel Studios still a thing.
Marvel's going to be around for the next 40 years minimum.
Oh, easy.
I don't see that. It's too lucrative.
I think it's. I would go so far as to say it's the next Disney. I don't think Disney's ever going away. Ever.
No, absolutely not. But I don't think Marvel happens the way it does without Disney. That's why I know Disney won't get rid of it.
Okay. That's a fair point. All right. Well, I think we talked these people's ears off enough.
For like 2 hours worth.
If they're still even following us. if you guys are still here.
Yeah. Some people fell asleep.
Bless your heart. Like producer's knocked out. If you guys hear snoring, that's her.
That's her. No. Yes.
All right. Well, we will be back to cover the next 2 episodes. So we got stuff to talk about. I got nothing else. Any last points?
No.
Nothing. I'm excited for the finale. I'm excited to see what they do.
Need to hurry up.
See what they do. Yeah.
Hopefully they drop like the last 2 episodes together or some shit.
Yeah, something.
No,
All right.
they won't, but whatever.
Probably not. All right, well, that's going to do this for today for us. We want to thank you guys for sticking around if you did. You guys are rock stars.
We have a lot to catch up on, guys.
We love you. Yeah, 2 weeks gone. We're going to give you a longer episode back. All right, well, I mean, Kiki, you're here now. You're back. So I could tell you to your face, I am with you.
Till the end of the line.
Thanks, guys.